from here.
All right, good evening, race fans. Welcome here tonight for the Clean Racing League Cup Series. That's right. We're at Charlotte Roval in my backyard. All right. Cars have made qualifying. About to make the little parade lap here and get set to go green. Like Kevin Becker puts it on pole with Keenan Massey there in second. Evan Kinney going to start third. Caleb Smith fourth. Matthew Gillian's up in fifth, Jacob Grant sixth, Evan Coleman seventh, Nathan Brown eighth, David Traylor there in ninth, Keith Prince 10th, Amy Horn 11th, Garrett Brown there in the 12th place. And looks like 4 cars didn't make it on here. Udell, Tuck, Schroeder, and Houlihan. Houlihan. I forgot how to say his name. Houlihan. Okay. Who we got tonight? Good looking machines out here too. Hey, I was watching qualifying there with y'all, so. I mean, qualifying's qualifying. It's nothing spectacular, you know. It is what it is. Want to see the racing action. Roval. Got to keep up with all the action going on the track. No, cautions on the track, so got to keep up with it. Who we got? Who you rooting for? What's up, Jason? Going all right, man. I'm up here on the call, telling you all this stuff out here. Hit them likes and shares out there. I know the league definitely appreciate it. If you're new to follow, we have races all the time. Who you pulling for, Jason? Who you got, man? Who's gonna be your favorite here? It's a tricky track. This is real technical. It's road racing. Guys are gonna have to, pump the brakes a little bit, shift it in gear a little bit, knock it out of gear a little bit, hold on to the wheel a little bit. They even got the fancy high performance, high priced Porsche out here for the pace car. Red Bull machine out here. Pace cars in, here we go. Going through the little like a bus stop or the start finish line. The green flag flies. Kevin says he's out of Dodge. Not sure yet. Okay. Hey, fair enough. What you're going to kind of see here in a race like this is pretty much guys just getting all spread out. And we'll keep up with the action the best we can here because action happens real quick on this track. Really need to know how to make up the time too. Who am I thinking? Oh man. Well, right now Becker's got the deal. I always say it's whoever finishes first. Woo! Hang on to it, Massey. Oh, and Kenny had to get out of it there. Smart move by Kenny. Got the back end of him. Road racing, you can get a little bit of lead here, but you don't want to get too far behind. Tires, Caleb Smith, he's looking strong. Gillian's got a good field here tonight too, by the way. A little further on back here, got a little pack going on. Nathan Brown and Coleman. It's good passing zone right here on that turn. High bank. Brown falling off pace just a touch. Got on the side of his car this week. Master bait and tackle. That man, I'm telling you what, never ceases to amaze. Always got something wild on it. Keith Prince right there with him. Got Jacob Grant. Gonna ease into it. Whoa, hang on. That Jamie Horn. Woo. Off track, we saw it. Got that thing all kind of slick. That's what's gonna happen here tonight. Does not take much to get her going around. Like the 24. Okay. 24. My numbers are different than what you're saying. Talking about that one right there, 21. That one right there, or pick machine. Is the one you like? Let me know. That's Matthew Gillian. Got the Rainbow Warrior machine out here. Throwback to Jeff Gordon days. Really haven't seen that paint job since Jeff Gordon. Yep. Haven't ever seen that paint job. It's back in the day of Jeff Gordon running it. Kevin Kenny still holding on to forward, but it's all Kevin Becker, out front. Got the pink Red Bull machine. Caleb Smith right behind him. Essie. Another Red Bull. Things don't give them wing and fly off somewhere. We got Brown. He's in the back. David Traylor. I don't see Ghost out here tonight. Ghost is probably thinking how to happen. All right, Horn right now looking strong. See what happened to Nathan Brown. Brown right now sitting in 8. Grant's there with him. Oh, Gillians. Couple guys didn't make it on the grid. Hey, Schroeder, Steve Tuck, Goodell, Calhoun. Make it. Meanwhile, Caleb Smith has caught the leader. Uh-oh. Tune up the band. He's coming for him. Move through here, and Caleb was a little bit smoother through there, even though Baker looks like he's still maintaining speed. Just looking smooth through the turns right now. Let's go on board with him. How much wheel action he's putting into it. The road racing, I love it. You know, get into it a lot. This is a very technical track. I don't really care for the Roval too much. But there are some road tracks that I really like. This place right here will test you. Up, down, you see right there the leader. And that's going to give. Now, there's another thing. You know, Smith could have stuck his nose in there and probably ended up wrecking him or wrecking himself. But he opted not to. And this is a passing lane. And that was a perfect time to do it. But it's early. You know, maybe the end of the race should have done that. But the glowing of the red on the rotors, that's another thing. Got brake fade and everything else. So he's wanting to ride behind him, which is a smart move. Ooh, catches the turtles hard. Amazing these suspensions after a race like that just broke. Testament to the power, so forth, of these things. Like Brown went off track. All right, check it out. Says he went off track. At the Kevin Harvick's theme. Oh yeah, he just drove it in the grass. A little bit. Not bad. Okay. See what's happening in this battle up here. They got Evan Kinney coming in. I talk about distance on road racing. Road racing, you could have a 2 and 3 second lead. You know, an oval, that's huge. In road racing, that not so much, because all it is you just mess up one turn. Guys on top of it. I'm a 5-car battle here soon. Now you notice Becker's rear brakes eating up more than his front. That means he probably got some brake bias, man, heavy on the rear. To have a 5-car battle for the lead. And this is where you got to be patient. So Caleb, at some point, got to figure, do I want to make the move up here on Becker? What's Kenny going to do? I mean, it's still way early. 7 into this one. Don't. I mean, at this point, you're not really wanting to push the envelope. But it won't be hard to beat. Caleb is. Right now, he's just got to. He's feeling it out. He's not wanting to make any mistakes. It's smart racing on his end. I got to give Smith that. Man, Becker right now knows that probably Caleb's a little bit faster. And right here's the perfect. Oh, I don't know about that block. That's way early to be doing that. That's a good way to get wrecked. But, hey, I'll give my hats off to Smith. And Smith says, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to just out-brake you. Now, you can see how Caleb just drove it in a turn. He overdrove it there. Tried to get away because he's seeing Becker's being a little bit more aggressive early in this race than he likes. Good job on Kenny's part, just kind of riding behind Smith. Smith's going to have to cool them tires down a little bit. Oh, he'll remember that later on in the race. I mean, Becker right now, to throw kind of a block that early, I don't know. Your favorite question, 28. Okay. So, yeah, Smith right now needs to, he's got to get those tires and brakes cool back down just a little bit. He now sees what Becker's going to do because, on the last lap, hey, I get doing it. Or what, 8 in? Man, it was a perfect time for him to make that pass, too. See Kenny back here. Good job on Kenny's part, just being patient. These guys understand. They got a pit stop. They got a ways to go. They don't need to tear up their equipment. They need to do anything. Prince went off track back here in the back. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, he jumped the turtles. Oh, and he got a penalty for that. Slow down penalty. Aha. Okay. Well, Evan Coleman, though, hanging on here in 4th. Massey back up here in 5th. They've kind of pulled away a little bit. Meanwhile, Smith back on. Oh, he's going to rough him up this time. You know what? No, not happening. That was a pass. Wow. know what? I'm gonna rewind that one back. Watch him. Oh, yeah. Baker got up on top of the little humps. Okay. Now you're gonna see. Now Kenny back here is probably going, okay, let me just be patient. Race is still kind of long. Got time. Pit stops has got to happen. Becker falling back there. Third. Jacob Grant. One of the defending series champs. Trucks. Check out the truck series on Monday night here. Clean Racing League. Check them out at cleanracingleague.com. Kind of out here by himself. Trailer, same way, and that's kind of what happens with these with these road races. Everybody kind of gets spread out. Coleman here. Coleman fall back. Massey was able to get around him. Pass. Okay. Gillian, there's your favorite car out there, Jake. When are we going to see pit stops? I say they're going to split this thing in half. Most of the time they do here. So I don't think you're going to see pit stops until probably at least 18 to go, I'd say. It was 33 laps. Yeah, I'd say 16, 17, somewhere in that area. Split it up. You know, there is no cautions here. And that's what makes it tough is, and you see, you know, Becker right now, boy, he's losing ground. Got Massey coming up on him. But that's what makes it tough is no caution, so you can't make up ground that way. Even like with, you know, Becker right here, he's losing ground. Probably used up those tires up front. You just got to hope you got a fast pit stop. Able to get out there. But Kenny, he's trying to I think he's just riding in the tire tracks here of Smith right now. Again, really no need to push cars. You see Massey about here, probably about ready to go. Couldn't quite get the nose in there. Tried. Oh, Becker in the wall hard. Oh, that's going to hurt the car. Steering, aerodynamics, everything else. Wow. Yeah, you could pass there. Not the ideal place to do it. Baker right now had to use up a little brake. Baker Grant back here having a little trouble. Trailer. Yeah, I'm gonna say probably about 18 to go. Got 22 to go right now. I'm gonna say in about maybe 16, 17 to go mark. But never mind, we got a couple takers on. I say they can split this in half. I'm not 100%. Tire wear definitely is a factor at this place. I mean, you can see it. It's a road race. Tires are always going to be a huge part of it. I don't think iRacing yet, with the Cup cars or NASCAR in that general, have made the different compounds to soft, medium, and hard. And in GT3, LMP, all that kind of racing, they have what they call different compounds of tires, and they run them throughout. And what it does is it allows you to run a longer run, a shorter run. You have more grip, etc. It's like a soft compound. And you see Massey and Coleman on pit road. That's early as I thought. On a soft compound, you're going to be dead fast, but the tires are just going to wear out really quick. So let's just say you've got about a 10-lap stint on those soft tires, but you're going to be hugely fast, way fast. As opposed to mediums, you'll be fast, but you won't be as fast as the soft, and but you'll be able to last a little bit longer. So let's say you'll be able to go 15 laps on the mediums, but on the hard tires, you're going to be way slower. And I mean, when I say slower, sometimes it can be like a half second or a second slower. But you're going to be able to go way longer. I mean, you could probably go 20, 22 laps or more on those tires. So the difference on those different tires, and not exact numbers, by the way, so I'm just kind of using that as a reference. But the difference in the tires definitely make a huge difference. And I'm not 100% sure. I don't think iRacing for these cars have that right now. It's the leaders on pit road. Came in a little earlier than I thought with 20 to go. That's a 13-lap stint. 13, 14-lap stint. So if he wants to take this thing all the way, he's going to have to go all the way. And again, they might do just a stop and go for the last one. Definitely going to get 4 tires here. I'll be surprised if he does not. Wow. Okay. So I think what he's doing. All right, here's what I think they're doing. Some of these guys on their first stint are not opting for the tires. They're going to get the tires on their next pit stop. I'm surprised. Wow. The 13 laps on the tires isn't that long. Not like a huge difference. You can feel it, sure. But it's not like, oh no, I need to set right off. I think some of the trade-off here might be they're going to go for fuel first, then the tires on the last thing. Now who knows, at 33 laps, they might not take tires at all. I mean, because, in real life, a Roval, I think they go about 30 laps before they make a pit. See Becker and Brown on pit road, and that puts Kenny out front. Kenny at this pace here, he's looking to be the one just to make it one stop. If he can go, let's say maybe another lap or two now, he's going to do one stop. But if he does the one stop, I mean, he's got right now 22-second lead over Kenny, or excuse me, over Smith. I don't know if he does tires or not. But this could force the hand of Caleb. Does he pit later on? If it'd be me, if I knew I could make it on one pit stop, I'm doing it. You know what, Jason? Somebody had to answer that for me. I'm not 100% sure if they do. And I believe with this pit stop here, Evan Kenny can make it all the way. I mean, I don't know. He just went, 33? He went 13. He went roughly 14, almost 15 laps. Hey, that's close. Yeah, he goes for just fuel only. Smith's going to get right by him. Okay. So if Kenny doesn't try to make this thing all the way, I don't know any other way that he's going to get around Caleb, because Caleb's just going to keep going right by him and stretch that lead. I mean, right now it's at 3.6 seconds. And with them being on the same, tires, he's not really making up anything either. You got old Coleman back here, back in the third place spot. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can think Kenny can do at this point, if he wants to have a shot to win it, and I'm going off the fact that that Caleb Smith can't make it all the way, just because of the first pit stop. But who knows about that? That could be set up. Is that he's going to have to pit, and Kenny might make it all the way. If Kenny can make it all the way, then yes. But if Kenny has to pit, now gives it up to he gives it up to either right. Oh, the leader just punched Brown out of the way. Ow, wow. Talk about pushing lap cars out. I mean, I don't really go on with that move to hurt your own car. Gotta play safe now. Know you want to go, but sometime you gotta be patient. Man, I mean, he caught him in the turn, caught him in the wrong spot. Oh. Kenny right now trying to do what he can do. Hope Smith didn't hurt the nose of the car. That would be bad. All right, Coleman, about 5 seconds back from Kenny. Got Becker right there on him. Coleman makes a mistake, Becker's going to get that third place spot. Becker probably needs to be really, kind of patient. Massey, the only one up there in the top 5, took tires. Kind of give you an idea of the difference in the speed. He ran a 122.02. Kenny ran a 121.69, but at 122.61.72, about 0.6 faster on those newer tires. Problem is he's 6 seconds back. Like the damage on Becker's is not hurting him too bad. So far, been a good one. Caleb Smith out front in this one. Evan Kenny there in second. Evan Coleman third. Evan and Evan playing. Evan's closing. Oh, excuse me. Actually, Becker. Kenny looking strong. The Monster Energy machine. Down the laps of 15 to go. Halfway. Gonna be the man that puts this thing in victory lane here tonight. As it looks right now, it's gonna be the man, Caleb. Anything can happen on track. Grant's having a little more trouble. Jacob back in the 7th place spot. David Trailer. A little quiet. Hang on to it, Trailer. Got the turtle. Humped his butt. Now he's taking off. Wow. Watch that one live, didn't we? It can happen. And like that, Brent says, I'm going to try it. Why not? Everybody going through that little first turn there. Like first turn. Flipping and sliding. Ethan Brown. Quiet, holding up 6th place. Massey. Byron 5th. Becker. He's still there in 4th. He's lost a little ground there on Coleman, though. Coleman's pulled away in 3rd. Kenny's maintaining what he needs on Caleb. One lap, one of them's faster. Next lap, the other one's faster. I don't know. I think if Kenny knows that he can make it all the way, save a little bit. But Caleb, he can extend this lead like he's got now, 4.2 seconds. That gives him a little bit of leeway going into the pits. It's still, though, I feel like if Caleb has to pit, Kenny's going to stay out. But again, I don't know if either one of those guys can make it all the way. Well, Kenny pitted at lap 15. That means he's got to take it 15, 18, 17, 18, 18 laps. Which Jamie Horn did, by the way. Caleb has got to take it 2 more laps than that. He's got to go 20. Please. I don't know. We'll find out with about 5 to go, though. Speaking of that, I tell you what, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here in just a few, folks.
Lucy Olsen, talented sophomore.
All right, here we go. We're back. In to go. And in the meantime, yes, Caleb did make a pit stop, and this is what I was afraid of. If he made that pit stop, he was going to fall way back. And I think at this point, don't know if Kenny can make it all the way or not. We'll have to see. Okay. So I'm curious, does Kenny stay out? What do y'all think? Well, it wasn't the pass. It was the pits. Pit stops. Sticker's too fast. Yeah, Kenny. Well, all right. Let's answer my question. Kenny on pit road. Okay. Caleb's going to take it back. Oh, wow. Okay. I was for sure that Kenny would stay out. But that's pretty much solidifies Smith. There's nothing that Kenny can do unless Smith makes a mistake. Yeah, Caleb's going to have to make a mistake now. None of these guys took tires. So they're all on the same tires. Coleman back here. See the distance. It's 2.5 seconds. He made up just a little bit. But not much. Got to get around this lap car fast, though. Lap car holds him up. It's done. Nope. Job. It's go time. I mean, it's go time with 8 to go. But I just don't think Kenny's got it. And this is road racing at its finest right here. This is what it's about. Pit strategy. All that. Without any cautions, it's just tough to make ground up. I mean, now if Caleb makes a mistake, sure. I mean, 2 seconds is not that big of a lead in a road race. That's one turn of a slip. Caleb right now looks strong, but you never know. All it would take was just one little slip. Massey back here doing. Massey's up in 4th. Becker back in 5th. Those two going at it. Becker sliding that thing around. Lathan Brown just being quiet tonight. Minding his own business back here. The master of his own trait. Whatever that is. David Traylor. Usually see him up front. He's up in 7th right now. Prince. SL car. Brown. Man, right here. Down to 2-second lead. Oh. Ow. Oh. Could be driving that thing a little hard. Harder than he should. Evan Kenny's picked the pace up. He got about 6/10 right there. But then old Caleb, he picked it back up in the turn. Going to show you what the distance looks like out the mirror. You know, all Kenny can do is just be smooth. You don't want to overdrive. Want to panic. Want to be smooth. And these two guys are about dead even, really, on the track. Speed and time wise. Not much difference between the two. Look at that. That was smooth. Just see how far out Kenny is, or back Kenny is from Caleb. You see him right there. Caleb's going to the little bus stop. Across the line. What's his time? 21:11 to 20:84. So Kenny made up a little time, just a little bit. He's not making up a whole lot though. See the difference between Smith running here. I don't think that difference in time going to equate to putting it on track. Hey, Kenny is losing a lot of time somewhere on the track. Smith's struggling a little bit in those bus stops. Move on a lot of the other parts. I think he's wheeling it a little bit in those bus stops. Might be where he's losing the time at. Or maybe a little more aggressive. Ran a 21:11 to, no, he ran a 20:40 that time, so he ran faster, so they flip-flopped. 4 to go. Holman back here just got his own race going on. Heartburn turn. Whoop! That back there. Prince. Back there sliding a little bit. Battle's on for the lead. Kenny's running him down just a little bit. Frustrating on a road race though. Now you know you're right there. You just can't make up the ground. You don't know where to make up the ground. Hitting your apexes, hitting your turns, perfect. The other guy in front of him is doing the same. And Smith's keeping that lead right there on 2 second mark. Got it down. Well, he had to go around lap car, that's smart. Oh, look at that. Brown says, I got your way. Just got to pick it back up some here in that lead. And that lead right there is not safe. One little slip in a turn. Kenny will be right there. Good thing is old Smith's able to end it back a little bit. Oh, Coleman went off the track. Uh-oh. Coleman was way back here. Let's see what happened to him. Running third. Overdrove the turn, maybe. Let's see. Pile drive the wall. Probably hurt the steering a little bit. Ow. That puts Massey up here, and Becker might be able to get a third place, so that's a battle for third. Right now, it's back to 2-second lead over these two. Kenny just can't catch a break, but Becker got what it takes here. Take over Massey for third place. Laps winding down here tonight, the Roval. White flag here next time around. Clean Racing League Cup Series. Becker's chomping at the bit. Battle for third. Becker drove it in hard right there. Moving in real hard. Hurt them tires just a little. Check see if Kenny's made up any ground. Nah, it's kind of stalemate up front. Caleb Smith's got this one in the bag, but we're going to watch this battle for third because Becker and Massey, they're going at it. Going to get the white flag. Yeah, you see right there. Massey's got kind of a balance break. Becker threw that thing in there. You'll be able to see Massey get a run off the turn. Trade-off. Either gonna go in hard, come off hard. White flag one more time. Man, right there. Smith. All he's got to do is just keep his composure, and he's put it in the bag here tonight. A good solid race. I mean, he's had to run a perfect race because he's had Kenny right there on his back end the entire time. Massey got enough to hold on to third. Limpy cam for you. What? God. Massey right now coming out of it. Smith to the final turns. Final time. Gonna put her in victory lane here tonight. For the Roval, for the Clean Racing League Cup Series, gonna be Caleb Smith, Evan Kenny. As long as Smith doesn't mess up this, good. Boom, he's got it. Massey have enough to hang on to third. Oh, Becker tried. And Becker, man, couldn't get it done. He crossed the threshold. Going to give him a penalty. All Massey's got to do is get to the final two turns here at the bus stop. And it's his in third place. Good win by that man right there. Solid run between them two. Wow. Can't get some of these guys to bring get a word with them. Bring up old Kenny and get a word with him. Kenny, enjoying the booth? Got a copy?
Yep.
Man, I tell you what, you had old Becker on your back bumper there at the final closing laps, but he held on.
Yeah, no kidding. That was tough. I mean, it started getting warm here in the room too, so I was like, just really focusing on that, trying not to make a mistake. So got good teammates rooting me on, so it was fun. So awesome way to start this league.
Oh, absolutely. Right now, you look good. You got anybody you want to thank?
I mean, I just want to thank, Caleb and the rest of the High Five guys. I've known them for a long time, and they're always looking forward to the opportunity to race with them. So, and thank you for broadcasting it and talking to us and spending time here.
There you go. That's the man bringing home in third place here tonight. That's old Evan Kenny. Or Kenny Massey, my bad.
No, all good, man.
All right. Let's bring up this man here. Evan, join the booth. Got a copy?
Joe, I got you.
Well, man, I tell you what, definitely looking strong here tonight. How was you feeling on that track?
Oh, pretty good. I made a couple of pretty decent sized mistakes at the very beginning of the race that cost me some time, but happy for Caleb. It's his home track, so I'm happy for him to get a win here, considering he is our best road racer. So happy for him.
Hey, man, I tell you what, you were there. One little slip, you might have been able to get it, but man, you got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
Yeah, just my Brownie Racing boys for practicing with me all week. Nate did a good job of getting us ready to go, and also did. I'd like to thank him just for putting on the league, and then you for broadcasting.
There you have it. That's the man coming home in second tonight, Evan Kenny. Let's bring this guy here. He had it in lockdown. Caleb, join the booth. You got a copy?
How's it going, man?
Pretty good. Well, you had it on lockdown, but one little slip and Evan would have been there.
Yeah, no, it was super close. There was a few people I was keeping my eye out on, like, you know, when we started the race, and Evan was one of them. That last stop when he was rattling off the low 20s like I was like, all right, I gotta go, because like you said, one slip up and he was there. So I just tried to stay consistent. I had a few missed apexes, but you know, nothing too drastic. You know, just happy to win.
Doubt about it. Well, I'll tell you what, looking strong tonight, man. Like you said, better put in victory lane. Clean one here. Got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, so High Five Racing, you know, there's more people this time. So we got there's Jacob, Keenan, Evan Coleman. The Keenan and Evan are new to this league, so it's great to have them. And then, you know, my dad. So it's and then, you know, you for broadcasting, and Evan and Nate for putting on the league. It's fun. Like I said, it's my favorite one to run in every week.
Yo, man, putting in victory lane. Caleb Smith here tonight doing what he needed to do. What a wild one it was here at the Roval, folks. Hope you enjoyed it for the Clean Racing League Cup Series. For myself and everyone, have a good night.